Hey everyone, it's Ashley here from Ascension NXT, and today I'm doing a reading on our first Mercury in Retrograde for 2019. It starts March 5th and it ends on March 28th. So I've been guided to just pull a few cards and to see what's going on and what we need to get prepared for. One of the things that I know, and it's funny that I'm sitting in front of my chakra banner because I actually didn't mean to do that. Is that there's a lot of grounding, like a lot of energy of the earth is needed for whatever is going to be going on. So by that I mean is that we really need to stay grounded and we really need to stay connected to the earth. So it would be working within these three chakras that you see here: solar plexus, the sacral, and the root. And even below the root, which is below your feet, would be your earth star chakra, which isn't talked about too much, but that's kind of your anchor into the earth. It's really what keeps you moving on a physical level, and it's the real grounding chakra. And the reason why I'm saying this too is because all of the events that I'm planning in Ascension Next for the month of March have to do with grounding and earth energy. So literally for Spirit Circle, I will be doing a root chakra Spirit Circle. For Healing Circle, we're going to be connecting with the Norse energy, the Viking energy, which is very grounding energy. And I am also going to be doing a grounding and protection stone class at the end of March, which I think is going to be after the retrograde. But I didn't mean to do it all like that. It just kind of happened. So it's very interesting. I'm very intrigued to see what will be coming up and maybe what our triggers are going to be and things that we need to pay attention to. So the first deck I'm going to start with is the Kyle Gray Angel's Prayer deck. And then I'm going to be using the Energy Oracle deck by Sandra Ann Taylor. And then my favorite tarot deck. I always forget the name of it, but it's a very popular deck. These are some of the cards. Oops, that's upside down. But this is a really cool deck. If you'd like to know the deck, you can comment below and I'll get the name for you. Alright. Let's start with the angel cards. So I'm going to pick two of these and then one of the other ones. Interesting, because this same card came out during my ABC reading this week, and if you haven't seen that, you can go back on Facebook, and Jess was there with me, and she was pulling some runes, which was really cool. Okay. Let me see the next card. I feel, oh, this card wants to fall out, but that's not for now. For now, okay, let me see. Interesting. Okay, so the first card that came out is from the Kyle Gray deck. It's Loved Ones from Heaven. So this was the card that came out during my reading that I did on the, I'm looking at my calendar because I forget the date, 26th. Okay, so this has a lot to, this card is, I mean, pretty plain and simple. It's about connecting with people who have passed on, or maybe it's about connecting with your archangels, but either way it's about the divine interfering or connecting with you on the physical reality. And then we have the Honor Your Beauty card by Archangel Jovial, or with Archangel Jovial. Thank you, Jovial, for helping me discover my inner and outer beauty. And then in between these cards, we have this card right here, which is Adjacent Possibilities. This is from the Sandra Ann Taylor deck. So this right here, this card right here actually is what I'm receiving now. It's definitely that this time period can go either way for you, is what I'm feeling. So this card always carries a lot of grief in it and a lot of sadness, because sometimes it's like an energy of you feeling disconnected, and it's your loved ones and your angels coming in reminding you that they're here. Or it's that divine intervention of coming to help you. So a lot of times it's, you know, it's for a reason. There's a lot of like lower vibrational energy, or a lot of energy pulling you down. You can even see the girl is in prayer form, like she's praying. She needs hope, she needs faith. Maybe she has those, but she's not feeling it right now. So like while I'm holding this card, it's a strong sense of feeling disconnected. So there might be a big disconnect coming in for you, or just be prepared to be feeling that energy. And sometimes it's normal when you're really connected, is that you can feel disconnected. Maybe it's like your abilities are shut off, or you feel shut off from the divine, and that's normal, because sometimes you need a rest, sometimes you need a reality check. But the other thing is, with this card right here, the Honor Your Beauty, with Archangel Jovial, it's a lot of strong energy in this card, and really honoring who you are and honoring your truth. And with these two cards together, looking at them, I know one's a person and one's an angel, but look at the difference between the demeanor in those cards. One is like pleading for help, and the other one, which is on your left, the Jovial card, is kind of like she's all set. Like she's like, I know where I stand, and I know what I believe is true, and I have faith, and I know the steps that are ahead of me are where I'm supposed to be. And it's not a lot of questioning in that card. I feel like with this card, it's a lot of questioning. So that's the energy that's kind of pulling in, especially with this card in the middle, is you can go either way. And it might even be, some of you might be going from this feeling to this feeling, this feeling to this feeling. So a lot of like up and down emotions coming in, like questioning, is this stuff real? Am I really connected? And then being like, I know that I am. I know that I trust in my abilities, and I trust the path that I'm going on. And then it's like a lot of, oh my God, I don't think I do. And what the hell is going on? What did I get myself into? So I feel like there could be a lot of that energy, or it could be maybe you're stuck in one more than the other. But I think the whole message here right now is really trying to maintain balance during these next 30 days, 25 days, or whatever it is that this retrograde will be in. It has a lot to do with balancing your energies out. And I keep hearing like, don't live in regret. I feel like Archangel Michael is here with me right now. Let go of regret. Let go of regret. Stop overthinking things. Stop trying too hard. Like the feeling of trying too hard in this card, it's like, I really want to connect, or I really need to do this, I really need to make this person like me, or I really need to be accepted, or I really, really, really need this. Like this is the energy that's coming out of this card in this reading right now, is the need to be accepted, and you really need to pull back and accept yourself during these times. Like this is how, and I always read by color too. So here we are, the heart chakra. We have Archangel Jovial, and we have all that beautiful green right there. So to me, that's really connecting with your heart as well. So if you're feeling this energy, it's taking a break, taking a breath, breathing, and connecting what is true to you. Not what's true to everyone around you. That's a little different. All right, I'm still not going to go to that card yet. Let me pull some of these tarot cards. I feel like it's a lot of the, I believe in myself, I don't believe in myself, I believe in myself, I don't believe in myself. That's what they keep connecting. Like most people are going to feel like that. I feel like very few people are going to feel the on one side or the other. Alright, let's see what comes up for tarot. that's a nice card. Well, another one. Okay, so we have these two cards that came out, which are some lovely cards right there. So right there we can see, I see the blues popping out the most. The blue colors, the blue in her dress, the blue on the world. It's a woman standing on the world. This has a lot to do with your voice. So Mercury in retrograde always has to do with communication. Like, watch your communication, watch the things that you say. But I really feel like these two cards right here are telling you to use your voice during this time. Don't be afraid of communicating. I actually feel like lack of communication within this Mercury in retrograde would be an issue. I don't know why. You know, I don't know everything about astrology, so I'm just reading into the energy of it. Also, too, we have the Queen of Pentacles here. So the Queen of Pentacles is one of my favorite queens. I feel like the Queen of Pentacles gets shit done. Like, she's not... And she's very balanced, too. So she's not like the Queen of Swords, who's kind of like lack of empathy, and, you know, she's going to get done what she needs to get done regardless of, like, whose feelings she hurt. She's not the Queen of Cups, either, who's kind of, like, can be in la-la land, lethargic sometimes, overly emotional about things. To me, the Queen of Cups is, the Queen of Pentacles is very balanced. She's very connected to who she is. She actually reminds me a lot of this energy in this card right here. Because the Queen of Pentacles as well is a very nurturing energy. Again, the heart chakra. The Queen of Pentacles loves to take care of everyone around her, but she loves to take care of herself. And I always feel like when I connect with the Queen of Pentacles, she takes care of herself first, and then she takes care of everyone around her. So she's very good at her boundaries and saying no. So I'm going to say with these two cards together, hang on. I don't know. Let me see. The World card came out first, and then the Queen of Pentacles. I think it has to do with boundaries. I'm going to stay with that because nothing else is really coming in except for boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. So it's really... The World card has to do with you, like, finding your happiness, completing a cycle. If you look on it, it's a woman standing on top of the world. So what's that saying? I feel like I'm on top of the world. You have to think of it like that. How are you going to get there if you're all over the place? You can't get there if there's no structure, there's no discipline, and you're kind of just doing everything for everyone else. So I would say that the Queen of Pentacles is reminding us, take care of yourself first. Take care of yourself first during these times. And then this is the result right here, the World card. I feel like there's another card that wants to come out with this, though. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Rest. Rest. So the Four of Swords has a lot to do with what's going on in the mind. Like, there's too much... Why isn't this thing focusing right now? There we go. So this card is all about rest. Make sure you sleep a lot. I feel like there's going to be a lot of times where you're going to feel like you're going to need more naps. So even lately, I've been having to meditate more. I've been having to pause while I'm getting work done at home. I've been working home a lot lately and meditating in between, or just relaxing in between, because it's like my brain is going on overload and I need to relax. But yeah, it's definitely a call to take care of you. And Mercury in retrograde is always a time of reflection. But with that, with the throat too, the speaking up. I think it's like speaking up for what you need to say to others, or... Hang on. Did that card really want to come out? Hang on, what's happening here? And then we have the Empress too. So the Empress just came out. She's another one too that takes care of herself first. She's actually a little bit, like when I look at the Empress, I see her as more, she's more in solitude than the Queen of Pentacles. So we have the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles, but both of them are very connected to the energy of the earth. Again, so here's that grounding energy. Wow. Okay, here we go. Boom, look at these. All have to do with the earth. There's a lot, seems to be the theme of March, is taking care of the planet, taking care of ourselves. It's not a lot of high connection in March. So if you're used to channeling really high vibrations, I think that these cards right here are telling you you need to maybe stay clear of that. That also might be like why I'm wondering if a lot of people's channels are gonna feel like they're shut off or that sort of disconnection. It's a time to really get anchored. So that means if we're really anchoring in March, I'm wondering what's going to be happening for the months coming up. That means there's really going to be some really high vibrational energy coming in. So that's very interesting that these three cards came out. So that right there is saying taking a rest from maybe even working on clients. If you're in this field, it's like taking more time off, like taking as much time off as you can. You know, not always, you know, trying to help your friends out. If they're like, can you pull a card for me and do that? I feel like you really need to be cautious with the connecting in March. Like that high vibe energy in March. I feel like we really need to get grounded. Even when I'm seeing my spirit circle for March, it's totally different. I'm used to taking people and having, like, making them or connecting with them with really high vibrational energies out of their body, and I keep seeing them rooted into the earth. So, yeah, this is the energy that's coming in. Some of us don't like that either. Like, some of us really like to stay up there. So I feel like this is going to be a challenge for people that love to work with high vibrational energies. I feel like there's might not be a lot coming in. I mean, whatever you need is going to be there for you, but it's definitely going to be a different energy. So, and honestly too, it's probably like getting shit done here, like having to fix things that you haven't. Maybe you have to handle relationship issues. Maybe that's why the blue keeps coming out with the Queen of Pentacles in the world, because the Queen of Pentacles won't. The Queen of Pentacles will be the first one too, I feel like, to confront a situation as well, because she would want to get it over. She wouldn't want it hanging over her head. She would want to get over it, fix whatever needs to be fixed, come to some agreements, and move on. So that's what I keep seeing with that as well, is tying up loose ends with people in your life. Maybe being like, look, I don't think we should be friends anymore, or maybe this relationship isn't going to work. So I'm seeing a lot of that too. Very interesting, these energies. All right, I'm going to pull another tarot. Oh my God, and then we have the Emperor. So he's like the male counterpart of the Empress. And he is like a different energy. So the Empress comes in, and she's like a very loving and nurturing energy, but I feel like she likes to be by herself. I feel like she's, you know, or she, another thing with the Empress too, is she doesn't really work a lot. Like, she just has things just come to her. Things just come her way. Like, sometimes when I think of the Empress, I think of Snow White. Like, living in the woods with the animals and not the dwarves, but like just that aspect of it. But then we have the Emperor. And he's also sitting on the world too in this deck. How interesting. So he's a very strong, dominant male energy in the tarot. His energy can be kind of cold. Could be someone that you really don't want to be around a lot. He's very focused on his work. He's very focused on things that he needs to get done. He doesn't like excuses, and I feel like that's the energy that's coming in, is like, stop with the excuses. Stop trying to connect and channel all the time. Get rooted. Get connected with your physical aspect of yourself. And really enjoy that. I feel like, to me, the Emperor keeps saying no excuses, no excuses. And even with that, like, my third eye feels like it's hurting. So, that's interesting as well. All right. Yeah, look at that. This, I feel like, is confirming what I was saying about the throat chakra and fixing whatever you need to fix, with communication, being open with your communication, being cautious yet open. Don't not say things to people. Like, make sure you say them, but say them in a way that can help the situation. So here we go, the Carrying Connections card. That's what I was talking about with tying up loose ends. I feel like this card is telling you you're really going to see the truth in people for the next 20 to 25 days. So it's going to be like, who do I value? Who values me? Who appreciates me? Who do I appreciate in my life? Who don't I appreciate? Whose energy do I not value anymore? Like, who's draining me? I think March is going to be a clean out month the more we keep going on with this reading. And those can always be very disruptive and fun at the same time, depending on how you take the energy. That going back and forth again. All right. Okay. Jesus. All right. Oh, see, this card came up again. Fuck, I lost it. All right, I'm not going to pick it up, but... All right. This card to me is always the energy. It's like the child, the inner child energy. I feel like the inner child this month might be put on the back burner a little bit because shit just needs to get done. So here he is. He's like, enough playing around, enough fucking around, get to work. Like, get things done that you need to get done. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your time with these people that aren't doing anything for you right now, or stop answering people. Like, sometimes we feel like we need to, somebody texts us and we need to hit them back right away, but then another person texts us and we're like, I don't need to hit. Why does that one person make you feel like that? You really need to think about that. Like, what kind of energy are they putting out there? That's not a good vibe. Right here we have on the defense as well. So a lot of defensive energy. If the card will focus, I don't know if it's focusing because I can't really see, but if you can see right there, that lady is, she looks like she's kind of ready to fight, or she's ready for a fight. And then we have the death card. All right, so here's what I'm feeling here with these two right here. So right here, she's like ready to fight, but the energy that I'm feeling in that card is like she doesn't want to. She's just kind of pulling out her, like, her big guns or whatever they are, her bow and arrows or bows, or I don't know, it doesn't even look like, it looks like she has like some sort of like sticks to fight with, or weird wands that are really long. I don't know. But anyways, she's kind of showing what she's got. Like, don't fuck with me, or this is what you're going to get. And then here's the death card. I feel like there's going to be a lot of threatening energy coming in. Like, maybe people are threatening you or trying to, like, put on this facade of, like, don't fuck with me because of this, or don't do this to me because I'm going to do, you know, I'm going to come back with this. But the death card is coming in right away to just cut that connection. So if something's escalating to the point where you feel like it's going to be like a big fight, an argument or something like that, I feel like it's just going to be wiped out. There's going to be something that happens, either it's you, it's another person, or it's just the energy in general where it's just going to be like, nope, done, don't even waste your time. So I feel like there's going to be like a, and it could even be, I feel like it's in politics or something too. I feel like it doesn't, it's like a conscious energy, so I feel like it's going to come up in the media or something, where you feel like something's going to happen and it's going to be like, oh my God, what is going on? And it's people not getting along, and then all of a sudden it's just going to be done with. So I don't know what that is, but that's what I keep seeing there. All right. Pull a few more cards. Now here we go. That's why this card came out. So this was the card that fell out. This was the card that fell out in the beginning. And then this card just came out now. So we have Archangel Raphael, the physician, and then we have healthy choices. Great time to be doing any detoxes, excuse me, or anything like that. Because it has to do with really paying attention to our physical bodies and our physical being and what we're physically doing in this reality for the month of March. It is not a lot of what's going on up there. And like I said, if you're or out there, the other side, however you look at it. I was going to say something, but then I forgot. Yeah, it's taking care of yourself, and that's the whole rest thing as well. But yeah, it's paying attention to the physical body. So there might even be some health scares for people in the family or something like that for anyone that's watching, but it has to do with healthy choices. So I feel like even if there is a health scare out there for you during this time, you have the ability to change it due to the choices that you make. It's not something that is going to be detrimental and end your life unless you don't want to change. Alright, I'm going to pick one final card. So there's a lot going on in March because I feel like I said a lot of different stuff that kind of goes in all different directions. Oh my God, a lot of heart chakra stuff. And here we go, the heart chakra stuff. Is that Archangel? Yeah, that's Archangel Raphael too. Wow. So connecting with Archangel Raphael for the month of March during this retrograde, really paying attention to your heart center. What feels right to you, what doesn't. There's definitely going to be a lot of like, I'm done with you, I'm done with your shit, and that's it. So just remember the beginning too, the going back and forth. I believe in myself, I don't believe in myself. I feel like that's going to be a very common energy as well. It has to do with really staying rooted and connected more than usual. So we also have spring coming in, which spring, anytime, we have that shift, it helps us want to be outside more and really want to be connected. So it's kind of the perfect time for this energy to come in. Alright, well I hope you all enjoyed my reading. You can check me out on AscensionNXT.com. You can book your one-on-ones on there and check out my events. And I hope that you all have a wonderful evening, morning, whenever you're watching this, and blessed be.